The Last Days of Disco is a satirical drama sort of movie about youngsters or yuppie culture sort of hanging out in a club, basically. This movie's written and directed by Whit Stillman, who I really enjoyed his take on Jane Austen with the film Love and Friendship. And I went back and found this one and was delighted to see Chloe Sevigny and Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale plays Charlotte. She's like this brunette maven who works at a publishing company with her friend Alice, who's the more meek, introverted one. And the two of them can get into the club at any time because they're friends with one of the security guards who, or one of the guys who runs the place. And he's a cad. He's great. He basically sleeps with women because he's a womanizer, and then he tells them he's gay. So as soon as that happened, I thought, wow, this movie's pretty interesting. But then you find out it's just a ruse, and you find out that these are all terrible people. And it's really great. There's a lot of other characters thrown in there. Robert Sean Leonard plays a man who wants to court Alice of sorts, but then he turns out to also be terrible. There's some advertising types that want to get into the club as well. And this club, it plays a lot of disco music because this takes place in the late 70s, early 80s, on the waning days of disco. So it's a lot of drugs, it's a lot of alcohol, a lot of dancing, amazing soundtrack, amazing dialogue. Whit Stillman is known for doing really good movies that are basically like sharp barbs against each other. You find out the relationship between Alice and Charlotte's actually quite fractured. They even move in together, but then it's like a bad situation with a third roommate, and then Alice kind of gets bullied, not bullied, but she doesn't get treated well a lot by Charlotte, and it's apparent in the film, and it's something that they have a lot of conflict with, and it's really true to real life. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you're friends with someone and they just seem to always like have a backhanded comment on you or keep you down, or you're like almost like the sidekick of sorts, it's really like really on point. It's a really intriguing thing, and a lot of the side characters are introduced are really good too. There's a really great finale where they talk about a Disney film, and then the second half of the movie gets a little bit plot heavy with stuff going on with the club. I didn't enjoy that part, but the first half had me intrigued and throughout. And there's also like this other character named Dan, who's like an insufferable coworker that tags along because he's dating the third roommate, and he's really like weird too. It's a great snapshot of all these flawed, weird people, like just trying to like do stuff. And I really dug this film, even though the second half was a lot slower. Whit Stillman's really good at making these sort of dialogue-based, sort of not mumblecore, but like dialogue-based satirical. This movie would definitely also is very similar to American Psycho, the way they talk about things, you know. So the yuppie culture is really done well. So I give The Last Days of Disco a 7 out of 10.